Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Patriots going up against the Dolphins. All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Defense showing blitz. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. Detroit! Watch it now.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He finds Roberts complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Again, it's Cook, and some space here. 20! 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Gun. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out come the Patriots. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll drop the throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, If your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. All right, now, watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Starting the third quarter with Cook. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Marty. No. Check. Watch it now, Marty.
They run it again with Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He got 29 yards that time.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Again, this is Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Roberts with it over the middle. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The play clock's running down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Back to throw now on first down. And Stills over the middle. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll set up to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
They'll set up a throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Left side, Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Cook running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Third down, Dalvin Cook, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just wait.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Pats, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Titans are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Rams, who will have to be at their best to slow them down.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's let it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jay Howard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Gun! 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 Detroit! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete.
Gun! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Brockers continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now they'll try the end around. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Taken in at the 22. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a second and long to start things out. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I am very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dorsett making the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 40 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, and make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. They try again with Lewis. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Goff now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Another carry now for Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Third and 2, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Rams have got it back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Going up top. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we are at halftime here. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Flush to his, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Mark Barron in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man, complete. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 48 yards.
Well, there's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
From the 50, it's gone. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write us play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch them and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll drop to throw. Dorsett's got it. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there of 22. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Here we go now.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
following the penalty. It's Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Goff steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On fourth down, Goff. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And the Titans getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One
of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The Titans on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be third and a mile.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he locates Walker, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. Goff. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jay Howard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jay Howard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Now Gurley, handoff left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking. Greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.